actually, the territories were overrated. The territories were good for a handful of guys. For a lot of other guys, the territories were hard.
Sure weeded out a lot of guys.
Yeah, huh?
Sure weeded out a lot of people.
It did. I mean, but if you weren't working on top in a territory, you were starving. So the territories were great for guys like me and Roddy. I mean, don't misunderstand me. And we learned our craft, of course, by working every night. That's the difference. But it was really a hard way to make a living, guys. It was. I mean, Roddy and I started out making nothing.
Then you had me, and I come here to Charlotte, North Carolina with him, and so he's got me at Franco's in Richmond buying $1,000 suits and camel hairs and these suits. And one time I'm in TV, and one of the fans said, and I put this in They Live the movie. This is where I got it from. The fan says, he says, Piper, all those new clothes you got on, it's like putting perfume on a pig. How do I look, Rick? How do I look? Oh, you look great.
I wasn't sure when you were going to be a cowboy star or rock star, singer.
You got to get rid of the car.
I knew he had to kill, but I wasn't sure where he was going with his lifestyle. Just trying to help him out a little bit. Valentine spent about $100,000 there too.
Oh my goodness gracious! Ric Flair.
While we're fresh on it, let me just say something. Roddy left wrestling at the height of his career, not because he had to, but because he had an opportunity, had a vision to do something else, and he's been really successful at it. Roddy, you like to play this down and joke about this, but Roddy Piper is a very wealthy man. For me, and I'm answering this because it's fresh on my mind, if I'd made better business choices, I wouldn't be sitting here, Michael. That's what it is. I've made some really bad business choices, and it's not because I did things stupid, because I trusted people. And trust is not stupidity.
But you know what though, Rick? Yeah. I got it.
No. I just want to finish the thought. Is that neither one of us left wrestling, and myself included, with any negative thoughts. I love wrestling. I could wrestle tomorrow. I could. I feel great. I've got a gift of health that God gave me. But I'm hungry to be successful at something else, without thinking about wrestling. Roddy's already made it. I mean, Roddy's made 100 movies or whatever it is, and he's done well. He went to another level and something else he wanted to do, and he took it there and he's made it.
But Ric Flair, you know something.
Well, I'm going to make it too, but I mean, I had it made and I let it go, through divorce and bad choices with women. Just one bad woman, not the other two were very nice. But it's not cost effective when you're not working to pay $20,000 a month in alimony.
But it's interesting, Rick, though, because after 25, being 25 at WrestleMania 25, you've done everything in every league. So it's almost like you have so much to offer in like motivational speaking for Coca-Cola, NASCAR. Well, any of those, you have so much to offer.
I'm just saying.
So that's the resurrection.
I don't miss wrestling. That's what I was saying. I don't miss. He asked us if we miss the wrestling. The answer is we miss what we were really good at, but I don't dwell on it at all. And he doesn't either. I mean, Roddy's been in Hollywood for 20 years. I mean, Roddy's made movies, rubbed shoulders with different people. I mean, he's been with some women that I wanted to be with because theater allowed it. Or
I'm a thespian. I'm a lesbian. I bowl.
Just curious, because and we had talked about it in our interview here. I know you're good friends with Bret Hart. It's like, had you ever heard of the controversy between Bret Hart and Rick and some of the verbiage that they had back and forth?
No, I'm aware that there's some communication problems there, but I'm not aware of exactly what they are.
I have a whole new level of information now that I spent the week with Diana Hart. Don't get me started on Bret. He's in a bad place. Yeah. Between Diana and Ellie, they both can't be wrong. So after spending the weekend with Diana, and I took her to dinner, as you know, I have a lot less of a thought process about Bret Hart. Yeah. He's made some bad mistakes, and he'll be held accountable somewhere. Because he has no respect from any of his family members whatsoever, and that is really sad.
I did hear that.
Huh?
I did hear that.
It's sad. Yeah. Unless Diana Hart needs to be committed after I mean, I don't get depressed over anything. Talking to her about her relationship with Bret and the family and all the stuff that went down in between, gosh, it's really sad.
And
it makes my family look like we are just like we're the Brady Bunch, and that's
Here's
saying a
a
lot.
story about Flair's family.